Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. And today we are going to talk about a walkthrough in my day in Cartagena Wall City. And it was a quick stroll through to bring back some history. But then, as a part of this history, of course, I was hanging out with my friends from Palenque. And they're going to help me on my next trip just to get there. But a lot of people came by with them and they was telling them the history. So enjoy this walkthrough and the discussion. And I'll kind of break down the discussion towards the end that these people were having with my friends. And there's a lot of history here, both good and bad. The problem with us that in the United States, we are allowing people to gloss over the wickedness and evil that was done to Afro people. And these are the same people that won't gloss over and try to get rid of the evil that was done to Caucasian people, namely the Jews, namely from 1939 to 44. All right. And so you got to really realize that the reason why they could do this, because we are being betrayed by our own. The black woman is betraying us. The simps, pimps, sellouts are betraying us. You got brothers that are coming into groups that's trying to do stuff for the community whose intent is to destroy that group, rob from them, rob their resources. The black community that's been raised by these single mothers have become a pathetic excuse for nothing. There is no excuse for it. All right. We've always done better with less. And because this system and the community has become a matriarch, everybody is using us against each other. And this is why when I do these stroll throughs, I look at this history and say that it's not much different, but you still have people fighting for the good, more so in Brazil, but even in Colombia, where you can go sit down and get an understanding of how people are still trying to fight the fight to not only just survive, but be recognized as human. All right. And a lot of these women here are able to do it because they didn't give up their history, they didn't give up their culture to just be a sell your soul for any amount of cash culture. All right, let me greet everybody real quick. Hola, oi, tudo bem? Vossas luz, bonjour, meus amis. Quero bawani konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jampo rabaragani. Assalamu alaikum, shalom, kamusta ka, kamusta pokayo, and talafa lava soy sufua. All right, so, all right, for those that would like to donate to what this channel do, my donation link will be in the description box. And my PayPal and Cash App, my email, and my TikTok, okay? Remember, you take care of yourself and family first before you donate to anyone. And to brothers that got these groups, if somebody is not helping you out financially, but they try to be all up in your group with all kind of ideas, run from them, leave them alone, because those are the people that's robbing us blind in most cases. All right, so let's get into this and break this down.
All right, y'all. What's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi, and what I'm doing here is a video walkthrough of Colombia, as most people aren't showing you, and this is the historical side of it, all the way up here to their little, to the statues and stuff like that, and why the Europeans came and decimated culture here. Okay. All right. To the naval battles. All right. This is the museum here. All right. Here is one of the walkways up here, but this isn't where we're going to go. We are going to venture up the hill here. See what they selling over here. All right, we're going to venture up the hill here. All right, one of their forts. And so I am at the walled city here. Probably should have brought my gimbal. Go across this bridge here. All right, this place seems to be a bit more famous, and we could see this as a history of conquest more than anything else. All right. And this is just going to be a short walk through. And this is how this gets its name as the walled city. So this is Cartagena, Colombia, as we walk around the fort a little bit. It looked like somebody got a drone up here. Now the other thing is, I would pick this spot to do my bird photos from. There's a lot of hotels you can stay at here too. I will say this for Colombia. They are really about color here. And I do this because
Miami Beach.
uh,
Hey, over there, no pay for information. Over there, Dubai.
Dubai. He got jokes.
Dubai
Dubai and Miami
is
Beach.
$100 for night.
Uh-huh.
Charleston, Santa Teresa, $750 for night. Y over there, Santa Clara, $2,000 la noche, nice. Y over there, Café del Mar, bar restaurant. Ese es open 4:30 for the sunset. 5:40 sunset, beautiful.
Oh,
Where you
okay.
from?
Texas.
Similar from Colombia. Ese es mi office in the world.
Uh-huh. Oh, no necesito, no necesito, bro. No necesito. No, 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 no. So, they're cannons. So this fort here stretches, but we're gonna go down this hill right here. So this fort stretches around the whole clock tower, or as they say, Torre de Reloj here. Oh, a hawk! Yes, I've been trying to get this. Hold it. I don't know what kind of birds these are. I don't know what kind of birds these. It ain't a hawk because these pigeons aren't running. What in the hell kind of birds are these, y'all? Oh no, these are hawks. I don't know, these are some, they're on the rooftops. See, I need my other camera. I need my other camera. These aren't hawks. I don't know what kind of birds these are. Ooh, about to get hit by a car, y'all. I don't know what kind of birds these are. Because the pigeons aren't running. They're not flying away. But they are some nice looking birds, these brown and white ones. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. See, I brought my wrong camera, y'all. Should have had my regular camera. So, basically that's it. I'm gonna shut it down for now, and I will holler at y'all later.
Okay, so as I got done walking in the Wall City, I went and one of my friends was in a different spot, and we was having a discussion about everything that was going on, how I was robbed, well not robbed, how one of the so-called brothers, but turned out to be a snake, stole money off of me from out of my safe because I left them alone in my room. You know, they would come down to my room for, you know, we would talk about what we want to do for the day. Left them alone, had access to my money, knew where I kept it, knew how I kept it, knew what I kept, and stole almost the entire thing. Left me $1. All right. And so we're talking about that. That dude won't, I'm gonna make sure he's not welcome in Brazil, getting off the plane, or here. See, because all these people I have befriended. All right. And so, and they're looking at his picture now and know that he's a thief that steals from children. But in this, I have to go back to doing things by myself and getting help once I get here. All right, and so that's what I'm working on now. And in this conversation, these people came by and look at the interest in the history of the people from Palenque.
The BAW cannot compete. They just can't compete at all. They cannot compete. Let me repeat that. They cannot compete. Okay? So I'm here with my friends from Palenque. So we're discussing my next trip to. Oh no. We're discussing my next trip to Palenque, and so they're going to help. They're going to help out. All right. And so it's curious how this started as a money-making thing. They started by selling fruit here, but more people wanted to take pictures with them because they used to carry the fruit around on their head. All right, so they're like, oh, let us take a picture of you, and people start paying them to get their picture taken, right? And so they're like, okay, we can make money without selling fruit. And so that's how this tradition got started, where they sit out here and then people come around, and they are the representatives. They are the representatives here of Cartagena. They are, how do we say it? When you think of Cartagena, you think of them first. Okay, you think of them first when you think of Cartagena. They are the ambassadors of Cartagena. The landmark of Cartagena, a human landmark, if I was to say. They are a human landmark, and the skill in which they hold them things on their head. All right, so this is another reason why the BAW cannot compete, because while they're along with the Caucasian people trying to get people to forget our history, they are here remembering our history. And so that's what they do.
Y él se tomó la foto, tú se tomó la foto. Pero tiene que tomarse para darle a uno también la propina.
But anyway, so so they're going to help me on my next trip to Palenque, right?
All right. When I'm saying that the black woman can't compete, you got this woman now asking for money from her 90% male clientele who she was trashing on TikTok, and have a whole bunch of women stepping up trying to defend this mess. All right. They're hitting that wall, and they're going to hit that wall alone. It is a no depolicing zone, right? And brothers are going out. The sisters are going to be taken up, but there aren't too many of those, right? And brothers are going out realizing they have options. And the very dudes that are realizing that they have options are the unafraid, the strong, the dudes that are smart, the dudes that work. Remember, these are dudes that are learning new languages so that they can communicate. So when these females say that men don't want to communicate, that's BS. But see, this is the lies and the tropes that the black women have been about. This is why they can't compete. All right. And this is why when brothers go out and they see this real history and see how Afro people are really dealing with this history, how they're trying to keep alive what they did to solve this history instead of forgetting that it exists. The so-called black female-run feminist matriarch community cannot compete with that, and they're dust. With that said, I'm out.